So, question of the day, use your Jamboard and respond in Google Classroom one push and one pull factor that ancient civilizations could have experienced when they migrated. Specifically, look at your Jamboard and what are things that you found and you put on your Jamboard that ancient civilizations could have experienced as well. So, one I can think of would be maybe a climate or a weather example that you thought of for a push or pull factor. Those are real things that ancient civilizations could have also experienced. So try to do one of each for your question of the day. Now we're going to jump to my video and I'll explain my example. Thanks. My push and pull factors Jamboard with you. This is the one that I finished and just want to briefly go over it. So first I have this picture of a crowded city and I wrote many people are in a small area. Another picture here is a desert, so the land has become dry. Another picture here is a deer that's dead in the snow, and the deer population has died off from heavily hunted land. This one is a picture of two people trading a red ball for a blue ball, and I said nothing in the area to trade, there's no money. This is a picture of a tornado, and I said tornado and high winds have devastated the land every year the last 10 years, so that'd be a reason to move out. This is a picture of an army, and I said aggressive neighbors have attacked and moved closer. And then lastly, my seventh picture is this flooded town, and it says flooding killed all animals and crops. There's no dry land for settlement. Let's move to the pull factors, so things that pull people to an area. First, here's lovely Grandma Deer. She is very friendly. Nearby grandmas are friendly. This is a picture of the sunny sky. So there's 40 to 80 degree weather year round. It's the perfect place to live. Here's a picture of a beautiful farm growing corn, tomatoes, potatoes, beans, and carrots. Those are all my favorite vegetables. This is a picture of technology. So opportunity to learn about new discoveries. There's education. This is a picture of a girl tying her shoes. I can start my own shoe business. So there's opportunity for business. This is a picture of a nice teacher. So there's good schools and teachers, so I can have a job and make friends with people like me. So I like to be with other teachers because I am a teacher. And then lastly, this one down here is doctors that help all people. So there is good Medicare for everyone. So these are the pull factors. And now what you are going to do is you're going to get into your pods. So hopefully in your classroom, and if you haven't done so, maybe now's a good time, you're going to make pods in groups of 4 people, 3 to 4, and those people, you're going to all get together and share your push and pull factor Jamboards together, okay? So compare and contrast. What do people have the same? What do people have different? What pictures do you have? And as a group, you're going to collaborate and decide what are the best pull factors that everyone has added to the group, okay? So you need at least 10, hopefully more, really solid pull factors. And this is the page you're going to be focusing on today, your pull factors page. So the positives, the things that bring people into an area, okay? What you will be doing is in your pods, you will be creating your own civilization. So what is the most perfect civilization that you can think of using these pull factors that you've already put on your Jamboard? All right, let's go over the instructions for today. You are creating your own civilization. So this is what you'll be working on the whole hour with your pod or your small group, and you'll be presenting your civilization at the end of the week to the class. And then the class will decide and send me in their reflection who they think is the best civilization, okay? And I will evaluate those and we'll see who won in each class, who had the best civilization. So let's look at the directions. Using your pull factors on Jamboard, create your own perfect place for a civilization. So you need to come together with your group, work together to decide what are the best 10 to 12, however many you can get, honestly. What are those best pull factors that you guys all came up with when you collaborate and put all of your Jamboards together? Next bullet point, be specific. Why do people want to move there? Draw your civilization on a big construction paper. So I've given your classroom big construction papers, and you are going to use that and anything else that you can find to kind of map out your civilization. Next bullet point, label the different pull factors and write a caption why that pull factor is critical for your civilization to thrive. So this is the same concept that we did on Jamboard. You're just going to write a brief caption describing why that pull factor is important. So let's look at the requirements. And for those of you following along, which should be everyone, that's right there. So for requirements, name your civilization. So you have to come up with a fun name. Draw a map of this territory. Include your pull factors, 10 minimum, labels, and explanations. All right, let's move on to here. What do you need? You need markers, your paper. Maybe you have some magazines that you can cut out things in your classroom. Empty food containers. So I know in my classroom, we have a lot of applesauce containers and things like that. So if you were able to use some of those things, you could use spoons or straws, anything to be very creative, okay? You really want to sell your civilization, use your creativity, you will be graded on this project. Origami, some people are super talented at that. Your pull factor page from Jamboard, you do need that. You need creativity and you need to work together. Now I'm going to share with you my own example, and this is not well done, guys. I did it pretty fast, but I think you'll enjoy this video, and I'll just talk through what I drew. So first I'll talk about Concrete Nation. I named it that because Sam, my fiance, and I, we just bought a triplex unit, and it's literally made out of concrete. And so Sam calls it the Concrete Fortress, and that little picture I drew of it underneath the word concrete, it's a rough sketch of what it looks like. So that's the meaning behind my name. And then we have some people and okay, back to where we were. So this is a drawing of what's supposed to be Morn Shores Middle School. And like I said before, I drew some people. Those are the friendly neighbors. And then some corn stalks to represent crops and planting. That's a hospital. Obviously, this is a very rough sketch, and you guys can do a lot better than when I'm drawing here. This is a picture of shoes, represents my company that I can start and business that I can kind of make because there's lots of opportunity. Oh, these are some mountains. That's for protection against outsiders. And then that line through is a river for fresh water, crucial for civilization. So then, as you can see, I kind of added some titles to all my different pull factors, and you also need to write little captions to go along with it. I just kind of wrote the titles, but little things that will help you explain when you present to your class. So farming corn and potatoes. There's the mountains. I also forgot to mention the sun, indicating nice weather. So there you go. And don't forget your name in the bottom right corner. And you should be all set. And you are all set to start working on your civilization project. Have fun and don't worry about a reflection today. We want to allow for plenty of work time.